Was with him when he rode into town, and the crowds gathered round him like a king. The smiling faces joined a sea of branches waving, for they were
Jesus shared a final meal with his disciples.
And my heart rose in my throat.
Next morning, Jesus was bound and taken to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. Pilate questioned Jesus carefully. "Is it true that you are the King of the Jews?" he asked.
Lord, forgive me when I failed to recognize your presence among us, for the times when I shut my ears and mind and refused to listen to what you have to say to me.
Mocked and abused, taunted and torn, they laughed at your misery and crowned your gentle head with cruel thorns.
We went upstairs.
Exhausted and weak after being beaten and abused, Jesus had walked only a short distance before he stumbled for the first time.
The road is long and the journey is hard. The cross grows ever heavier and there is no one to help.
The mountainside.
Many people had gathered, among which Mary stood. The mother of Jesus wept in with sorrow.
Walk with me, Mary, and stay beside me on my journey, and comfort me and strengthen me with your mother's love.
And they
When the soldiers saw Jesus struggling, they were afraid he would not survive. A man named Simon helped with the burden.
Lord, a stranger's help made all the difference to your struggle. May I help others along the way.
With pity and compassion, Veronica gently wiped his blood-stained face. The image of Christ remained.
She saw your suffering and was moved to help. She did not stand aside or pass you by.
Jesus stumbled, and the weight of a cross made him fall for a second time.
Each step grows more difficult. The weight of your cross seems ready to crush as once more you fall.
Many of the women wept with sadness when they saw Jesus struggle. He said, "Do not cry for me, woman of Jerusalem."
and how he begged the Father.
The cross was heavy and Jesus was exhausted until finally he fell for a third time.
Lord, you made time to listen, even on your way to die. Let me open my heart to hear and understand.
Jesus, don't let me give up. When I fall time and time again, disheartened and feeling sorry for myself, help me to continue on my way.
When they reached the place of execution, the soldiers stripped and mocked Jesus. Lord, strip me of everything which keeps me from being close to you and your love.
When they reached the place called the Skull, they nailed Jesus to the cross and raised it up to stand between the two thieves.
They pierced your gentle hands and feet and nailed you to the wood.
King of love, forgive me when I hurt you by turning away from your outstretched arms.
For 3 hours, darkness fell over the land like a blanket, and the sun lost its brightness. Then Jesus called out, my God, why have you abandoned me?"
Father, I place my spirit into your loving hands. Then he bowed his head and died.
You hang there lifeless. Your task is finally complete. Your journey has finished.
Joseph asked Pilate for permission to remove Jesus' body from the cross. They placed him in the arms of his mother.
They carried his body to the tomb and placed a stone against the entrance.
They left you covered and alone in the darkness of the tomb and the darkness of sorrow. He is risen.
The cloths which bound you have been cast off with death.
A new day dawns, a new life rises to greet the world.